He loved the dirt. He got on his knees for the dirt.
Did you contribute to bringing dirt back into music in the UK?
I think we definitely are probably one of the finest purveyors of dirt. Yeah, definitely. And I think I don't think there is actually a lot of dirt in the music in the UK at the moment. I think, you know, a lot of bands are kind of, they're recording live, but they're recording straight into Pro Tools and stuff, and it's like, we're kind of not like that. We're very, very kind of meticulous. We like our shit sounding very, very raw, very dirty, and, you know, the only time that it goes into Pro Tools is when we're mixing, you know? Mm-hmm. But, the original bass of the songs, you know, we record, you know, I actually found myself recording stuff on this album where I'll just have like one headphone on and I'll record it into my phone, mm-hmm. you know, and then I just take it off my phone and then we'll put it on the track, you know what I mean? I found myself doing stuff like that just because, you know, some mics are just too clean.
Yeah, especially with modern technology, maybe.
Exactly.
But wasn't maybe this, is this a result maybe that is straight in line with maybe something that you tried to achieve with Daniel 8 years ago?
Well, yeah, I think, you know, myself and Daniel, we have such a love of vintage music, you know, and with just what our fathers kind of brought us up on. Well, I mean, say our fathers is like our families, really. I'm like one of 11, and in my house there was always so much different music being played. And, you know, going from like Frankie Limon to Toots and the Maytals to Prince to Hendrix to, you know, and it was just amazing, you know. I was like the baby, and so I was just like taking in all of this. And when I met Daniel, you know, his father pretty much brought him up on the blues, you know, and so once we kind of started introducing each other to things, it was just like, you know, and the best parts of all of that music that we love and that we grew up with was all, you know, it's just the way that it's so raw, you know, and, you know, it doesn't matter how it's been recorded, it's the emotion, you know, and it's about music being an emotion, you know. And I find, you know, like nowadays, music, or mainstream music, you know, hype music has become very, very kind of, it's like computer games, you know, computer games and ringtones, and we kind of don't do that, you know, so.
But isn't it ironic a little bit maybe that some of the records that you adore were back then also recorded with the most modern technology imaginable? Maybe?
Yeah, well, this is very, very true. This is very, very true. But a lot of them still sounded like shit.
That's very true as well. But how do you think maybe in 20 years people will look back at this era now?
Ah, right. Well, it's going to be really interesting because, you know, things are just so super clean, like right now. You know, and to kind of describe this is like the Raekwon album, the new Raekwon album, built for Cuban Links. It's a great album, you know. It's a great album, and I love the way that the RZA has kind of overseen the whole thing, and it sounds amazing, but it just doesn't sound as raw as Enter the 36 Chambers, and it doesn't sound as raw as Liquid Swords, you know. But the music that they're using is great, but I think it's all just a little clean, you know, for my liking.
But do you maybe recognize by some artists that you tour or play or talk with, they have now similar awareness of this cleanness, or is it something that you don't see much?
No, I don't think a lot of people, you know, I don't think a lot of people kind of pay too much heed to it, because I think people go in terms of radio play, you know, and if you're going to get your stuff onto radio, then it's best for it to be clean, and it's best for it to kind of have that amazing, like, super compression, so it sounds incredibly loud, which you'll find on a lot of the American records at the moment, you know. Mm-hmm. And but I kind of think, you know, for us getting Jim Abbiss involved on our record, you know, he embraced the dirt. He loved the dirt. He got on his knees for the dirt, and he made the dirt work because he knows frequencies, you know, and he knew what was going to work, you know.